Nomoi, it is Joinen, and I have found the Alpha Males Animated Story channel, where through the interpretive power of animated story, we learn important self-help life lessons, such as how to attract any girl, how to always win an argument, and of course, the quickest way to make $1 million. We've got a super long history of looking at all the various animated story channels and breaking them down, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this one might take the cake as the most interesting. I mean, it's got all the ingredients to become the most concerning. It's called Mitch Manly. And you know what? I have a friend named Mitch who is also a man. So I'm going to be cross-referencing every bit of testosterone-powered animated self-help with my own manly Mitch to see what he thinks of the given advice. If he agrees with the majority of the advice given in these videos, Mitch Manly gets a pass and we will refrain from any and all further judgment of this channel. If he doesn't, well, then I guess we'll animate our very own Mitch's manly advice at the end of this video. Let's start with an absolute baseline though. Are you an alpha or beta male? Because I just want to get a reading of how this dude talks about dudes. Are you an alpha or a beta? Beta. I can also say beta. I don't know. I feel like I've always said beta.
Every man wants to be an alpha male.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well, I'm glad we picked this video then. So we already have some sort of understanding. Mitch Manly is coming from the perspective, the opinion that every male, every single one has the sole interest deep in the core of every man is the desire to be alpha. We're gonna write that one down for Mitchie. Right, because Mitchie's a busy man and he doesn't have time to sit around watching YouTube videos. So I'm just gonna write down the key points, and after each Mitch Manly video, I'll call up my own Mitchie and we'll see what he thinks about the video. Or I guess, what I managed to write down about each video.
There's so many people who use this word completely wrong, and their associations with what being alpha means is totally wrong.
Oh, okay. So not only does every man want to be alpha, people don't even know what alpha means. So yeah, they want to be it. They just don't actually know what it is. Enlighten me.
Any man who goes around saying this person is alpha and this person is beta really does not understand what being alpha is.
Wait, hold up. If you say that some people are alpha and some people are beta, then you don't know alpha. I don't understand. What's the goal here? We're trying to learn what alpha is, but we can't say that people are alpha?
And the very activity of calling other men alpha or beta is actually very beta.
What? Okay, wait. Oh my god. If you call someone alpha or beta, you are beta. But this is a video on how to be alpha, so I'm not yet. I'm struggling to follow along. Does this make Mitch Manly a beta, or he just reversed us? We've got to summarize these opinions here to forward on to Mitch. Every man wants to be an alpha. If you call people alpha or beta, you are beta, which is kind of ironic, to say the least.
We want to understand how to be an alpha male. It's crucial for us to understand something that I like to call frequencies.
Okay.
There are 3 frequencies that we need to understand. Beta frequency.
I was about to say, is it alpha and beta frequencies? And then, of course, sigma
frequency, theta frequency, and alpha frequency.
Okay.
Beta men generally have a very sporadic, ungrounded frequency, and there is way too much going on in their brains.
Okay, they're loud and quick. Loud and quick.
It's an over-aggression of their energy and consciousness. We will call this state the aggressive state.
What? Aggressive state.
Theta frequency, however, is calm, relaxed. There isn't much going on. You are chilled out. Just imagine someone who is meditating.
Theta? Wait, does this mean that there are theta men? Is this new man just dropped? Theta frequency. Relaxed. They're like meditative.
I like to call this state the tender state.
Ooh, tender loving. I don't actually understand what he's going on about at this point. I imagine this is going to wrap up nicely into a point that makes sense. I wonder if there's a man for every letter of the Greek alphabet.
The alpha frequency is in between these 2 states.
Oh, okay. All right. No, we're making a little bit of sense now. So alpha is a bit of both. You know, it dabbles.
It's something that I like to call tender aggression.
Oh, okay. Personally, I'm an omega male.
Truly alpha men are not overly aggressive, contrary to what some people think being alpha is.
Oh, contrary. Alpha men, not overly aggressive.
But it's also not overly laid back where you are half asleep, yawning, and not stimulated by the environment around you.
Alpha men, never sleepy, don't yawn. Because that is, wait, I know this, that is theta. Theta. I'm not like other alphas. I think I'm understanding what Mitch Manley's putting down. I don't know, alpha men are well-balanced males.
There is a sense of tenderness that goes along with being an alpha male, but they also have a highly stimulated nervous system, which...
Oh, highly stimulated nervous system check. This is very specific. I'm learning all kinds of things about alpha men.
allows them to speak aggressively if the environment calls for it. Believe it or not, there is actually a significant amount of femininity in the alpha man.
Ooh, surprising amount of femininity. That is surprising. Alpha males have reached nirvana, apparently.
He is smooth, gentle. Women and children are not scared to be around him, but they also feel protected when they are around him. It's a yin and yang energy. An alpha man does...
This dude's getting hyped. You can hear the hype in his voice. He's taking these breaths. I'm telling you, man, it's like a yin and yang. These dudes, they're smooth, man. They're not scary, but they're there to protect you. Dang, I love an alpha man.
Not have to pretend to be overly masculine to compensate for an insecurity.
Don't even have to try, man. They're smooth. Being normal, very alpha. Just well-rounded human being, alpha.
So by this point, you might be asking yourself, am I an alpha man?
Right, yes, but the very act of asking that question means no, I am beta man, because only beta men call other people alpha and beta. Wait, it doesn't, maybe it doesn't apply if you're talking about yourself. Am I alpha? Am I the perfect, well-rounded, good man who is both chill, but also protectively aggressive? Maybe that's me.
Am I too masculine? Am I too feminine? If you think you are too feminine, then you should put yourself in an environment where you are forced to scream and be very aggressive.
Will do. That's my homework for the week.
A football game. Or you can simply just hit a punching bag a few.
Oh my goodness! If you're a man, but you're a little bit too feminine and you want to transition to being alpha male, you want to achieve the absolute nirvana of male state, go to a football game or knock on someone's head. Just clean off. Just punch a punching bag or something, I guess. I don't know. I'm getting mixed messages from the animation. Beheading, alpha. You got to admit, though. Beheadings, pretty dang alpha.
Unleash the beast within you.
Ooh, I like that.
You will only reach this state by feeling your way there.
I feel like I'm getting a lecture by a Sith. Embrace the hate. Let it bubble over. Don't push it down. Let the beast out. Anybody tells you to keep a lid on it, they're only trying to stop you from reaching your full alpha potential.
Be gentle and tender. Again, feel your way into this gentle state.
Feel less masculine. Easy.
You have to be confident enough. You have to trust your heart. Take action for self-improvement, and you will become an alpha male over time.
Okay. All right. Trust your heart. Well, surprising there, we ended up getting a guide on how to be an alpha, not necessarily whether we are or aren't. I'll get Mitch on the line. The first video is, are you an alpha or beta male? The first point is, every man wants to be alpha.
Probably not true. If you've ever been on Reddit or like the comments of...
You're talking like incels don't want to be alpha.
Yeah, I disagree that every man wants to be alpha because there are some betas out there who are perfectly happy being beta.
How about this? If you call people alpha or beta, you are beta.
Nah, that ain't true. That ain't true.
There's three different frequencies, Mitchell. There is beta, theta, and alpha.
Okay, what's a theta male?
Theta frequencies are they're calm and relaxed, and they exist in a tender state. Now, I don't know if there's... I don't know whether to ask you about your opinion on this, because it just seems random. I don't know.
It does seem random. Theta state seems like I might have a bit of a wrong opinion here, but theta seems beta. Like if I was to think of someone in a theta state, that's so beta.
Alpha, interestingly, is not what you might think. Alpha is a bit of both, of beta and theta. He calls it tender aggression.
Come on, bro.
You're not following?
Nah. Okay, I feel like I'd say tender aggression is not alpha.
Alpha men are not overly aggressive. Alpha men also are never sleepy, and they do not yawn.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's someone with, get this, a surprising amount of femininity.
Come on, man.
They are smooth, not scary, and they don't even have to try.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. That's fair.
If you want to be alpha, if you find that you are too feminine, a couple tips: go to a football game. Because it's an area that allows you to yell.
That's actually a pretty good tip.
Well, here's the next one. Behead someone. Or if that's a bit too extreme, I kind of got mixed messages on the visualization here. Or just punch a punching bag.
Yeah, or that.
It's not just about being masculine. There's also femininity in being an alpha male. So if you're too masculine, first step is to breathe and to feel less masculine. Those are the two notes that I have written down. As a whole, how are we feeling?
There's just a lot of things that I disagree with in that video. I think overall, I disagree with his perception of an alpha male.
So Mitchy Man disagreeing with wait.
Yeah, Manly Mitch disagrees with Mitch Manly.
Okay. Mitchy did not agree with the first video. Let's see if we can get him to agree with the next video. Why don't we look at the most recent video? The quickest way to make $1 million, because wouldn't we all like to know? I'm sure it's simple. Get your notes ready to pass on to Mitchy. Let's make $1 million.
The quickest way to become a millionaire has nothing to do with investing in crypto or stocks or...
Okay, well, good, because truth be told, doesn't seem like a surefire hit at the moment, so we're off to an okay start.
Even working hard or being disciplined, it's actually something...
Oh, wait, we don't have to work hard or be disciplined. I like where this is going. It's money laundering.
A lot simpler. And there's 2 simple steps to actually becoming a millionaire. And no,
just 2 easy steps, you say. The first step is to download the free ebook.
And no, I don't have something to sell you in the description box below, okay?
He's giving this info out for free.
So the first thing that you have to understand here is you have to believe becoming a millionaire is a real possibility.
Step number 1, believe. It's not hard work. You just have to believe it's possible. No, that's 50% of the job. I'm sure we will get to the next 50, the money laundering or whatever the part where we actually make the millions. I mean, there's basic stuff, isn't it? What do they call it? Visualization or whatever? You got to picture yourself getting your $1 million. Simple, easy. It's a thing. You can do it.
It's like imagine trying to learn how to do a backflip when you think it's impossible to do one. Your mindset is the thing that colors your entire world. It shapes...
Right, except, when you're learning to do a backflip, you're actually also trying to do it. Presumably, you're getting some sort of instruction. It's something you're actually doing. The trick to learning a backflip is not just believing you can do it and then never actually doing it. You've still got to actually do the thing. You still got to actually learn how to do it. But no, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. You got to think it's possible.
And the quickest way to believe something like this is possible is try to hang around people who have $1 million and
have rich friends. Okay, so step number 1 is believe you can get $1 million. If you're having trouble with that, get richer friends. I see how we're turning this into 2 steps. This being a part of step 1. This feels a bit like a cheat, but that's all right.
Because you'll see that they talk very casually about money. It's not that dissimilar of chilling with someone who has a 6-pack, like 6-pack abs, because you ask them, well, how do you...
Gotta clarify there. Not a 6-pack of beer, guys. It's a 6-pack of abs.
They'll say, yeah, so you got to work out, you have to diet, eat at a caloric deficit, and you just have to do that for probably like a few months and then you'll have one, right?
Look, I'd argue that this applies even better with a 6-pack of beer. If you're hanging around people who have casual 6-packs of beer, they're going to talk about it so casually. Dude, It's actually really easy to get a 6-pack of beer. Like no joke. You just go down to the store, and as long as you're like just old enough, you give them some money, and they just give, like, it's not even that expensive. They just give you the 6-pack of beer, and you would never have thought this was possible if you didn't have friends that owned 6-packs of beer, like six packs. This is even arguably even easier than getting a 6-pack of abs. No, I mean, I actually see where he's coming from. Where it makes a little bit of sense. It is true. You can't like chalk this up to be some like massive thing. You gotta like, yeah, it's chill, man. It's chill. Yeah, you get a 6-pack of abs if you know, work out and eat good and all that kind of stuff. Same way you make $1 million if ... What's the next step?
But the key thing here is they talk about it very casually. It's not even like they're saying you have to like work until like your nails bleed or something like that. Okay. And I'm here to tell you, it's not actually that hard to make $1 million.
Talk about it casually. In brackets, not a big deal. In brackets again. Not hard.
Just think it's hard because school has told you it's hard, or your parents have told you that it's hard, right? Or society has told you that it's hard.
Making $1 million is not hard. People just say it is. No, this has nothing to do with privilege, okay? This has nothing to do with like where you were born, how you were raised, the circles you're in, your education that you got. Nothing to do with this. It just, people just tell you that it's hard, all right? Just, it's not hard.
In terms of giving you like a tactical way to become a millionaire or
here we go
become rich, I think the best way to become rich is to learn a high value skill. Okay.
Right. Yeah, okay. Why don't I think of that? Okay, I think this is step 2. Learn a high value skill.
A high value skill is a skill that the world values, and it's a skill that the world is willing to pay you for. So an example of a high value skill could be sales. If you become a really good salesman and you know how to sell to someone, you will never go hungry in your life.
E.g., be a salesman.
Selling will be a skill that will be in demand until the end of time.
Right, okay, sure. Salesman, it is an evergreen job.
Okay, and if you want one other one, I would say...
He's just giving these out for free.
Copywriting. And copywriting is a skill where you write a piece of content that gets people to buy something. Or
the other $1 million job is copywriting.
I would say those are 2 really big high value skills, but there's thousands, if not millions of them.
Not the only ones, just 2 out of millions.
Okay. And then the last piece of this puzzle here is just committing to
last piece. This is step 3 out of 2.
One skill and saying, I am going to learn this skill, right? You
don't flit. What about nunchuck skills? Is that high value? Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills. Chicks only want guys who have good skills.
Can't say, I'm going to learn sales and marketing and yoga or something like that.
Oh, okay. Don't do yoga if you picked sales.
Now, the biggest mistake that most people make is they just don't have a high value skill. So if you look at someone like a factory worker,
okay, here we go. Some of the don'ts. Don't be a factory worker.
Someone who, you know, puts like bottle caps on a bottle or something like that, although there's probably a machine that does that, that's not a high value skill. You could walk into that job and start putting bottle caps on the bottle from day one. There's probably like a 2-hour learning curve, and that's why they don't get paid.
Probably just like 2 hours.
2-hour training at Amazon to put bottle caps on a bottle. Okay.
All right. I mean, it's very specific.
And that really is the formula for becoming a millionaire.
Well, that's it.
It really is that simple. All right.
Jeez, dude. This is very simple. Let me summarize this. I think I could summarize this in one sentence. How to make $1 million. Get a good job. Let's see what Mitchie has to say about this. This one is called the quickest way to make $1 million. First of all, it's not hard work.
No, I agree with that.
It's just 2 easy steps. The first one, which is 50% of the battle, believe that you can make $1 million.
Yeah, for sure. Can't do anything without believing in it. I agree 100% so far.
But if you're having trouble with that one, he gives a couple of pointers that can help you get there. First of all, have rich friends. Makes it easier to believe, I guess.
Yeah, true.
Second of all, talk about it casually. You know, it's not a big deal. Remember, it's not hard.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Donald Trump in all those clips of him. Like, he borrowed a quick mill. Like, who cares?
Yeah, how about this one? Making $1 million is not hard. people just say it is.
Yeah, you get the quick mill, and then you want other people to believe it's not that hard. So like you get to the mill, and then you're like, well, you know, it took a lot of effort. I had to work really hard, but in reality, you didn't really work that hard, did you? You just believed in yourself.
You believed in yourself, and then you also did step number 2: learn a high value skill. This is the only. There's only 2 steps, and this is the second step. So the world has to value this skill. But he gives 2 examples of skills. First of all, be a salesman.
Yeah.
It's an evergreen job.
As a man of industry, I completely agree with this.
Okay.
If you're a good salesman, you can go anywhere in life, I think, because you can sell anything.
Well, that's what he said. Then the second job is copywriting.
Okay, I don't know much about this. Does he mean like intellectual property type stuff?
I don't think that's what he was saying. I think it was just like talking about writing things out if you need to. I don't know. But he does want you to know that it's not the only 2 jobs that you could get to earn $1 million. It's just 2 out of millions.
Yep.
Millions of jobs.
Yeah. The possibilities are endless. I agree with that point, though. How easy is it to make $1 million if you have a high value skill?
Number 3 out of 2 lessons, if you're counting, just pick one. Just pick your job and stick with it. Don't flit. I have a note here. Don't do yoga if you picked sales. that was important.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. If
Don't
you're
waste your
making
time-
money doing sales,
Yeah, don't waste your time
why
in
would
yoga.
you waste your time doing yoga? Yeah, nah, this dude's not capping here. You follow this advice, you're becoming a manly millionaire.
To summarize my notes here, I have how to make $1 million. I kind of summed this up in one sentence that I think kind of breaks it down. Get a good job.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're saying you agree.
Yeah, I agree 100% with this.
It's not that I disagree with what he's saying. It's just a little bit. Maybe it's not that easy, right? Like it's.
Hey, he's following the KISS approach. Keep it simple, sister.
So, Mitchell agrees. Not that hard to make $1 million if you got a good job. So what does this mean? That means it comes down to the last video. If he agrees with this last video, then Mitch Manley, the YouTube channel, gets a pass. If he disagrees, well, then we're gonna animate our very own man advice, spoken by Mitchell himself. So, if there's one thing I know about my man Mitchy, it's that he considers himself quite the attractor of women. So, I'm joking, but am I? I don't know. I'm not. No, I am. So we're going to look at this video, how to attract any girl. And we're going to see whether Mitch Manley's advice on how to woo a lady lines up with my own main man, Mitch's opinions.
In order to maintain attraction with the girl or maintain attraction in a relationship, you have to...
Oh, we're burying the lead.
You-
Oh, okay, you got me hooked. You have to what? Now we got to watch the rest of this 4.5 minute video to find out.
About to learn in the next few minutes is the biggest mistake that a guy can make when it comes to attracting a girl.
Okay.
It's not something you learn in school. It's not something your friends and family will teach you.
Just Mitch Manley. Mitch Manley is the sole holder of the sacred knowledge.
In life, we are usually taught that when we have something good, it's important to do everything in our power to hold on to that thing.
I see where we're going with this. If you love something, let it go. Who cares, man? Relax. Who cares? If she comes or goes, just let it be. Is that the advice? Is that how to attract a girl?
If we get a scholarship to a university, we are told to do everything in our power in order to hold on to it.
Hold up. This one's important. If you get a scholarship, do everything to hold on to it, in full caps. Let's see how that one applies to Mitchy.
To an amazing relationship, we should do all that we can in order to hold on to it, right? Wrong.
Wrong. Right. No, it's wrong. Don't hold on to it. Don't hold on to your relationship.
And I will explain what I mean by going over something that I like to call the butterfly paradox.
Right. I think the butterfly effect, I feel like that name's kind of a taken, but that's right. Yeah, that's fine. You should not hold on to your relationship. That's the big one.
A woman is like a butterfly that has landed into your hands. It's beautiful, exotic, warm, friendly, and it's amazing to look at.
Yeah. Warm. Hopefully she's Hopefully she's warm. Hopefully she's, hopefully she's still kicking. So hopefully she's, warm-blooded is what we're saying. She's not a reptile. She is warm. Just like, what's that other thing that's warm? Butterflies.
You want to love it and appreciate it. You might even want to curl up your fingers a little to protect it from the wind.
Yeah. Gosh, this analogy is working for me perfectly. This happens to me all the time with butterflies. No, let me stop. Let me stop the wind.
You might even start feeling like you need the butterfly in order to live a happy life. And because of this feeling, you will slowly start to squeeze your hand tighter and tighter.
Right, okay. Girl, let's summarize a little bit, is like butterfly. You squeeze because you don't want it to fly away.
You want to do everything in your power to prevent this beautiful butterfly from leaving your hand.
Tell me about it. Hate it. Butterflies are flying away.
Because you love her so much, you will start to squeeze your hand tighter and tighter, and you will start to suffocate the butterfly.
You suffocate the butterfly.
This squeezing will manifest itself through jealousy, insecurity. You'll start asking questions like, where were you last weekend? Who were you hanging out with last?
Where were you last weekend? That one feels a little bit fair enough. If you want to hold on to your girlfriend, don't ask her where she was last weekend. You don't want to know. You must, under no circumstances, ask her where she was last weekend. That one's off the cards. You wouldn't ask that to a butterfly that you want to keep alive.
When you keep squeezing and squeezing, what do you think is going to happen to the butterfly?
They die.
It will start to feel trapped, resentful, scared, and she probably will want to leave you.
Right. Okay. No, I understand. Yeah, the metaphor doesn't track completely if the butterfly dies.
In order to maintain attraction with the girl or maintain attraction in a relationship, you have to
This is the part before the intro.
become okay with the idea that the butterfly could leave.
Oh. Gotta be cool with them dumping you.
You have to understand that you do not own this butterfly. This butterfly is its own creature.
You don't own her. True. She is her own creature. True.
You do not have the right to force that butterfly to stay with you in your hand. It's only when someone has the freedom to leave is when they will want to stay with you.
The animation here is a little bit more chill than what he's getting at. He's kind of saying you gotta be cool with her just wanting to leave you. The animation's more I'm going out with the girls and he's okay.
If you don't give them this freedom, it's only a matter of time before they fly away. You can't rely on a girl, or anyone for that matter, for all of your good emotions. The moment you start to rely on her for your happiness is the moment when you will start to become very needy. It's when you will start squeezing your hand tighter and tighter.
Yeah, I feel like there's some okay lessons in here. You gotta dig for them a little bit. Don't rely on her solely for your happiness. Yeah.
You have to simply trust each other and have faith that that other person will make the right decision.
Not too sure about this one. A little bit controversial. Trust her.
You need to have things going for you in your life outside of the relationship. If you squeeze too hard, you will suffocate and lose the butterfly.
It's genuinely, I feel like there's little nuggets of truth bombs in these. I don't necessarily think that Mitch Manley has bad intentions. Clearly, he's trying to make people's lives a little bit better. I just feel like it feels like he wings them a little bit and then ends up saying some kind of funny things that's a little bit questionable, and then make $1 million. I don't think he's quite thinking it through all the time. I feel like he probably comes from a good place though. He's trying. But let's see what Mitchie thinks of this one. How to attract a lady.
Sure. Yep. And men. Can't discriminate.
Well, this video is. This video is not about attracting men. This is about attracting women.
Okay, fair. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, another side note, it seems here I've written, if you get a scholarship, you need to do everything you can to hold on to it. Would you agree?
No. So random. I mean, it depends.
Oh.
It depends what you want, I guess.
Yeah, does it?
I forfeited my scholarship for university.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Putting you on a bit of a disagree foot there, maybe.
Oh, sure. I disagree with that. I don't know if it relates to contextually to that. that topic.
Oh, no. Actually, I think you agree. You shouldn't do everything to hold on to your scholarship. Just like you shouldn't do everything to hold on to your relationship. Because...
Okay, I see his point.
Because a girl is like a butterfly. You squeeze it because you don't want it to fly away.
Okay.
And then you accidentally suffocate the butterfly. Don't ask her questions such as, where were you last weekend? Gotta be cool with them dumping you. What do you think about that one?
Okay. Yeah, sure. I don't necessarily agree with that.
You don't own her. She is her own creature.
Okay.
Just like a butterfly. I do think you could own a butterfly though. Let her go out with the girls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair point.
That one does seem fair.
Does seem fair.
Don't rely on her solely for your happiness.
That's actually very true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
How about this one for a controversial one? Trust her.
See, that takes a bit of effort.
I'm chill and cool, even outside this relationship. Oh, that's the mindset you have to have.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's healthy.
Also, don't squeeze your lady too hard.
Does that mean physically or like metaphorically? Like, don't squeeze her too hard.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we could sum up the sentiments here as leave her alone. Don't care too much, you know?
What was that actual topic of this video?
How to get an amazing girlfriend.
Okay. It seems like all the points aren't really relevant to actually getting an amazing girlfriend. How to maintain an amazing girlfriend, maybe. My disagree angle would be on a technicality of it was about maintaining a girlfriend, not...
Oh, true. So you're saying this is not how you get... Keeping your distance is not quite how you get an amazing girlfriend.
Yeah, I'd say that's not a great tactic. But yeah, that would be my disagree angle. Otherwise, it's like, you know, that's how to treat a girlfriend most times.
Well, there we go. Let's say Mitch Manley gets the pass, but maybe as a consolation prize, you've got just a couple things to say to the blokes out there.
I'd say, drink VB and get money. It's as simple as that. Okay, wholesome twist on this. A real man treats everyone with kindness. You see someone in distress, be a man. Help them. You know? You see yourself in distress, be a man, help yourself.
With the VB and the money? Or the...
Yeah, with VB and money. That's what I do.